Hello everyone. Um, so today I wanted to talk to you about something I've been dealing with that I have not yet disclosed because my fear of it basically. For a couple of years, I've been having some kind of attack and I don't know what it is. And I finally made an appointment with the doctors to get this checked out because it is terrifying and it's getting worse. Um, I did not really want to know what it was because, well, it's terrifying. I don't know, of course, exactly where it comes from. I don't know if it's psychological or if it is a physical issue. The only thing I know is that sometimes I start to get real bad pain in my ribs, and it kind of feels like a whole lot of pressure, but it's only in my ribs. Sometimes it goes through the back, but only that. And last night I had that again. And sometimes it takes a couple of minutes for it to pass. Sometimes it takes a couple of hours for it to pass. Um, the worst I've had it was for 4 days straight. And yeah, I don't know where it exactly comes from. So it could be either my stomach or my heart. And which brings me to the fear part, because I'm absolutely afraid of going to the hospital or needing procedures done. I have never had an operation done or had to go under for any kind of procedure or stuff like that. And so that is just absolutely terrifying to me. And I know from my own personality that that's not something I can deal with. So I'm also looking for a medical proxy. If you don't know what that is, that's basically somebody who will take the decisions for you and who will be the person that gets discussed with what happens if an emergency happens, right? Because I know that despite uh, if I were to, I don't know, die or anything, uh, well, if I were in a life-threatening situation, and it would be between getting comfortable and dying or needing something like a heart transplant, I don't think I would be making the choice of a heart transplant. I know that that's the decision that I want. I know it's what I would want to have, but I would not be able to make that decision myself because it is terrifying. It is surgery, it is somebody cutting into my body. All of that is absolutely terrifying to me. I wouldn't go well. So basically, the medical proxy will make sure that I don't get that information. I want to be left out of all of it, so I don't know what is happening, so that if I were to have to go under, they would just put me to sleep and I wake up and it's already done. I don't need to be afraid anymore because it's already passed. So, okay then. My standard is doing funny stuff. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's my heart. I don't know if it's my stomach. I'm hoping it's my stomach because it could be something that isn't bad at all. But it's terrifying. To the point where last night I almost called 112, which is the equivalent of 911, or I forgot what it is in England, but you get what I mean. I almost called an ambulance. Yeah. So instead, I did have to make a call because I was freaking out, and I know that if I were to wake up my dad, he would not be dealing with that well, right? He has enough on his mind, enough on his, he has enough troubles for himself. He doesn't need to know about this. But this, yeah, I was absolutely freaking out. So I called a different line, a helpline basically, which technically wasn't meant for this. And I'm not gonna specify because I don't want my video to be flagged, but it was a a, um, a helpline, a call line for people in mental distress, basically, which basically was the case, but not as severe as it was for. So if you get what I mean, you get what I mean. If you don't get what I mean, I don't get what I mean. I do not have any bad thoughts. Let me clear that up very quick. I do not have any kind of disturbing thoughts. I do not. I just needed somebody to talk to because I was absolutely freaking out. And this occurred like in 5 in the morning or something. So yeah, so that was a terrifying experience. It usually doesn't get that bad. I mean, I get these pains more often in my ribs, and it basically feels like you're being squeezed to death, right? It's like you're like somebody is pressing really hard, but only in the rib part, which makes me think that it's not a heart attack. Because if it was a heart attack, they always say like you'd feel like somebody is sitting on your, like an elephant is sitting on your chest, something like that. I did not have that. There was nothing over here. There was no pain or pressure over here. It's really only in my ribs and my stomach area. So yeah, it kind of feels like my stomach is being ripped apart at that moment. But again, because the heart is so close to it, I don't know which one it was, but I monitored my heart by just holding my wrist, and it felt normal. I think, I mean, I was stressed out, but other than that, it didn't feel like off, just elevated because of the stress, which was normal. So yeah, I don't really know. But yeah, I finally made the decision to get it checked out. I already talked to my social worker. She will be coming with me to the doctor's appointment. And yeah, hopefully this time I will get an answer, because I have gone to the emergency department, to the emergency room, excuse me. My mind is going all directions again. But yeah, I went to the emergency room about 1.5 years ago during a very stressful time, during which it got so bad that I actually just had to vomit constantly. But yeah, I'm kind of just hoping somebody will recognize these symptoms or something. Or just, yeah. I don't know, I just kind of wanted to talk about it as well. But it's, yeah, it's a terrifying experience when it happens, because the way it happened yesterday was really, really intense. Really, really terrifying. And for a moment it was like going away, the pain was subsiding. And a couple of minutes later it came back a lot stronger and a lot more painful. And that's just, yeah, that's just bad. That's just hard when that happens. And I've also noticed that when I'm stressed, or when I think that something is wrong with my heart or something, that it can also happen. So that's why I think it might also have a psychological effect, or have a combination of both. So thinking that there's something wrong probably with my stomach, but making that pain act up of whatever it is, what is going on in my stomach, the moment that I start to think that there's something wrong with my heart. Yeah, so I don't know what it is. I don't know. I think it might be both a physical aspect and a mental aspect that makes it worse. So yeah. But I am going to leave it at this for this video, because it's already 10 minutes again. I did not mean to ramble about it or just, yeah. But I had to put it out there, like if I'm gone for a day or something, um, that might be a reason as to why I cannot film, because yeah, I mean, I always try to upload every single day, minus the unfortunate, times that I've had. Yeah, I have a lot of bad luck in my life, a lot of bad luck, but it's okay. I'll stay positive. So, all of you stay positive, and thank you for watching. I love you. Have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.